everybody and welcome to GamingInstinctsTV. Today I would like to tell you 12 reasons about why you should be excited for deep diving into a fantastical world of Sea of Thieves and what your $60 of hard-earned treasure will give you in return. Number 12. Sea of Thieves is a shared environment game. Right off the bat, every pirate is spawned at a different island outpost location in the same shared world, and that's where the epic pirate journey begins for booty, glory, and of course becoming a legendary pirate. In most games, you'll get into the main menu, press start, and get introduced to a scripted tutorial area, and after completing the tutorial section, you finally start playing the real game, and after learning the basic mechanics, you'll go into the first mission, or level, rather. Instead, Sea of Thieves is a game that leans towards more of create your own adventure style of gameplay without any kind of hand-holding or overuse of HUD elements, and most importantly, you are completely free to do what you want, how you want, and best of all, when you want. Number 11. In Sea of Thieves, the main gameplay loop revolves around the trading companies that players will come across in the world. At launch, there will be 3 different trading companies that you can interact with to take on voyages and be rewarded with reputation ranks, gold, titles, and cosmetic unlocks in return after turning in their supplies to the appropriate trading company. The current 3 trading companies are the Gold Hoarders, the Merchant Alliance, and the Hoarder of Souls. The Gold Hoarders focus on you finding treasures for them across different islands and solve riddles that will lead you to more treasure. These riddles also get more complicated as you rank up within the trading company. The Merchant Alliance will have you agree to a contract to capture specific type of animals and resources, such as chickens, pigs, gunpowder, and so on, that are scattered across the many beautiful islands of Sea of Thieves. You will be using animal cages to capture and deliver these animals to island outposts by a certain time and date in the game. The Order of Souls act more like bounty hunters that will task you with killing specific captain skeletons at a given location in the world. Once you have found your bounty and slain it, you will collect their skulls and return them to the Order of Souls for a reward. It has also been officially confirmed by Rare that there will be more trading companies coming in the future, major updates, and DLC for Sea of Thieves post-launch. Number 10. The endgame of Sea of Thieves is all about becoming a pirate legend, and you do that by ranking up with the 3 different trading companies previously mentioned, and obtaining cosmetic items that make you look more badass than any other pirate in the world, and that's how you show your status. You get these cosmetic items by talking to the merchants at the island outposts, and you unlock some of the items for purchase by getting up higher in the ranks with the appropriate trading companies. Each trading company has a specific set of cosmetic items of their own that look unique and different from one another. So far, there are 4 merchants in the game that you can meet and interact with. One of the merchants sells you weapons, another one sells you clothing items and accessories, the 3rd merchant sells you equipment items such as shovels, buckets, and musical instruments, and the last but not least 4th merchant will sell you cosmetic accessories for your ship. Eventually, you will also gain access to your own pirate hideout with spooky ghostly pirates where you can dock your ship and take on legendary voyages that are vastly different from the regular voyages that you normally take from the trading company. Number 9. Sea of Thieves is not just a game filled with ships, water, and islands. It's a game that's full of personality, cutesy funny characters, and awesome character designs that Rare is known for making. Speaking of character designs, Sea of Thieves boasts something called IPG, which stands for Infinite Pirate Generator, that generates 8 different looking pirates for you at a press of a button. This is Rare's answer to their character creator system. Sea of Thieves does not have full-on custom character creation system that gamers have been accustomed to in games such as World of Warcraft or first-person shooters like Halo or Call of Duty. There's a separate video that discusses Infinite Pirate Generator in a much greater detail, and the link will be provided for you in the description down below. Number 8. Capturing animals for the Merchant Alliance, hunting for treasure for the Gold Hoarders, and collecting skeleton skulls for the Order of Souls is not the only thing to do in Sea of Thieves. During your awesome sea adventures, sometimes you will see a dark, scary looking skull cloud in the sky with glowing green eyes that indicate that a fort has been taken over by skeletons. Every single pirate in the world of Sea of Thieves can see the skull cloud and decided they want to venture into the fort and slay the 10 waves of skeletons, including the skeleton captain that awaits for you at the end. Once the skeleton captain has been slain, he will drop a key that opens up a secret vault that contains precious treasure. The cool thing is that this is where the majority of PvP content will be happening in Sea of Thieves. Normally, players will start an alliance with other pirates to destroy the skeletons, but once the vault door opens up, all hell will break loose, shots will be fired, and everyone will be fighting to death to get the treasure to keep it for themselves and sail away into safety as fast as possible. Number 7. There is no real difficulty setting or actual stat changes in the game. Instead, the game allows you to play with up to a total of 4 players in a single crew using a big ship called Galleon. Galleons are currently the biggest ships in the game. Each has 8 cannons and 3 primary deck levels. However, it is very slow compared to the game's small ship, which is called Sloop. The Sloop is a much smaller ship with far less space, deck levels, and firepower, but it is a lot faster and way easier to set sail as a solo player or a duo. Playing solo is a huge challenge in Sea of Thieves, because you have to do everything on your own, but it can be extremely rewarding if you are a pro legendary pirate and know what you're doing. Stay tuned to our solo guide so you can become the best pirate in Sea of Thieves when the game launches next week. Number 6. With how popular games are as a service, Rare has already confirmed that there will be future content for Sea of Thieves, and that this content will be launched within the first 3 months of the game's release. There will be minor patches that fix bugs and tweak gameplay balancing and so on, and of course major updates that bring new content such as new trading companies, trading posts, and merchants that will keep players busy for a long time. Rare will also be introducing microtransactions, including cosmetic companion pets like monkeys or parrots that you can take with you. Players who do not own these pets can still interact with them and pick them up and drop them next to the side of your ship, even if they haven't spent a single dime. It will be very interesting to see how Sea of Thieves will survive in the world of current online games, and if it will be able to compete with other titles that are keeping a healthy player base for long periods of time. It is safe to assume that the first 3 months of the game will be the deciding factor if the game is successful or not. Number 5. The world of Sea of Thieves is not just full of other player pirates and skeletons that roam different islands, and sharks that roam the deep waters, but it is also filled with dark secrets, uncharted treasures, secret islands, and shipwrecks that are not displayed on the world map, and of course, most importantly, yes, there is a Kraken in the game, but when and how it appears is a dark tale for another day. Number 4. Sea of Thieves uses Epic's well-optimized Unreal Engine 4, and the game runs at a beautiful 4K native resolution on the Xbox One X, and a rock-solid 38 frame rates per second. Native 4K means exactly that. There's no dynamic scaling or any kind of checkerboard rendering tricks. This is a pure 4K native title, similar to that of Forza Motorsport 7, that runs at 4K native, 60 FPS, and Forza Horizon 3 that also runs at 4K native and 30 FPS instead, with its latest 4K update. The Sea of Thieves graphical settings on Xbox One X are exactly the same as PC's Ultra settings, which are classified as mythical in the game's options, so you're not losing out on any bells or whistles that the PC version would normally offer to you on your Xbox One X, with the exception of the other 30 frames if you have an absolute beast of a rig to be able to run that. Number 3. Did you know that Sea of Thieves is a Play Anywhere title? What's a Play Anywhere title, you ask? A Play Anywhere title means that if you buy it digitally for Xbox One or PC, you will be able to play it on both platforms for the price of one, meaning that you basically spend $60 for 2 copies of the game. If you don't have access to a PC, fear not, the Xbox One has got you covered as well, or vice versa. Number 2. Sea of Thieves is also a cross-platform title, which means that you can play with players on Xbox Live across both platforms at the same time. Let's say your friend owns a hardcore gaming rig, and you're a poor console peasant. Well, fear not, poor console peasants, because now, you may still be poor, but at least you can join in on the frantic fun sea battles and booty hunting with your very spoiled and very rich friends in Sea of Thieves on a Windows 10 PC. Number 1. Sea of Thieves is being developed by Rare Studios, the developer responsible for many popular titles in the past, such as Donkey Kong Country, Perfect Dark, Banjo Kazooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Viva Pinata, and most recently, and unfortunately, the failed Connect, due to pressure from Microsoft. Microsoft bought Rare on September 24, 2002 for $375 million. This is when a new dark age for Rare began. Some would argue it was the worst age for Rare because Microsoft was forcing them to do things that they normally would not do, such as creating motion-controlled games for the Xbox 360's Kinect. The Kinect titles were not very successful. Fans were disappointed and angry at Microsoft and Rare for basically ruining the company's image and not letting Rare have their creative freedom like they did with Nintendo. Sea of Thieves is a Rare's first new IP after almost a decade of Kinect torture, and we're hoping that Sea of Thieves will be a triumphant return for Rare. If you're interested in hearing more about the history of Rare, where it's been and where they are now, check out our history lesson video in the description link down below. And those are the 12 reasons of why you should be excited for Sea of Thieves. Stay tuned to GamingInstinctsTV for our Sea of Thieves review, and don't forget about our free digital copy giveaway for the game. To enter the giveaway, please click on the link down below in the description box. So why are you excited for Sea of Thieves? Let us know in the comments below. See you soon, guys! GamingInstinctsTV will be leaving you right here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date and know when a new video is ready for your viewing pleasure. Also, check out our official website at GamingInstincts.com for latest daily news, featured articles, reviews, and more. Peace out, everybody!